Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Today's video, as you can tell, is all about eyebrows. You like mine today? I'm specifically talking about Billion Dollar Brows and their bestsellers kit. Billion Dollar Brows is a brand that is sold by Kohl's, at Kohl's, and they are fully dedicated to eyebrows. So that makes them unique in that sense. I already took everything out of here, so I'm going to show you what's in this Billion Dollar Brows kit. And there are 4 different... Oh, whoa, it's so bright. There are 4 different things in here. The first one is the Universal Brow Pencil, which I already used it a little bit once, but no. So I already used it a little bit, and it's supposed to be universal because they only have 2 colors, brunette and blonde, so they gave me the brunette version. And when you swatch it, it doesn't look too dark, but it also doesn't look too light, so it does look pretty universal. And it also comes with a spoolie brush on the other end, so you can brush out your brows. The second item is the Brow Duo Pencil, which includes a concealer and a highlighter. Can you see that? Sorry, only one of my hands are painted. But yeah. So this is the highlighter. The highlighter is the lighter one, and the concealer is the darker one. I'm assuming these are also intended to be universal. Wow, universal as well. So that's the highlighter in the middle, and that's the concealer on my right, your left. Yeah. Right? Yeah. The next item is the smudge brush. Like I said, I tried using this once to get an idea of what it is or how it works. And so, yeah, it's like your typical brush. It's a flat brush. Pretty simple. And the last thing is the brow gel, which I have not used yet because I forgot to use it the first time that I tried this. But this is basically meant to set your brows. So I'm going to do a demonstration and try it on me, and I'm going to try this as a voiceover. So bear with me, it's my first time doing this. Let me know what you think, if you like it, don't like it, if you'd rather me talk. But yeah, so these are not done with the brow kit. So I'm just showing you this is what I do with my normal brow routine. And then I'll show you what my brows will look like with the brow kit. So let's get started. Hey guys! So let's get started. So as you can see, I removed the eyebrow powder from my eyebrows, and I'm going to get started with the kit. So first, as I'm checking myself out, I'm taking the Universal Brow Pencil, and I am going to apply it on my eyebrows and fill them in. I usually start by first outlining my eyebrows. I start with the bottom, and I try to line it up with the natural hairline as much as possible. And I try to extend out the tail a little bit. And then I go on to the top part of the brow, and then I go to the top part of the brow and outline the top of that. I usually have a harder time outlining the top of the brow than the bottom. But after that, I move on to the next eyebrow and I repeat the process. After that, I start filling in the brows, and I start by doing short and light strokes to fill it in, and then I color it in on the other side. It's almost like coloring within the lines. So if you know how to color by number, this should be easy for you. I usually also end up trying to clean up the ends as well, because I like to make my brows look as natural looking as possible. And I extend the tail to try to have the brow frame my face in the way that I want it to. And then after that, I just fill in whatever I can. And then after that, I'm good. So after I'm done filling in my brows, I go on to use the spoolie brush. And I use the spoolie brush mostly to feather out the ends of my eyebrows, because like I said, I like my brows to look as natural as possible. And I also use it to brush out the hairs to make sure that everything's going in the right direction, and also to just blend the color a little bit. The tip here is to look natural. After I finish feathering out the ends, I clean it up just a little bit with my fingers if necessary. And also, if after feathering it out, the color is too sparse or anything like that, I also will take the pencil again to just fill in lightly what needs to be filled in. This is a process that I normally repeat until my brows look the way that I would like them to be. Still cleaning it up with my fingers in the process as well. Even though I like it to look natural as possible, I do also like to clean up the edges to make sure that everything is in the lines that I have specified for my brows, and so that it still has kind of a defined shape. And here's a close-up of how my brows look after I'm done filling them in and feathering them out. As you can see, I'm a perfectionist with my eyebrows. Okay, I'm finally done with that part, with the actual coloring them in. Now it's time to conceal. So I'm using the concealer half of the Billion Dollar Brows Duo pencil so that I can clean up the lines just a little bit and make my eyebrows look as clean as possible. So I start by drawing an outline underneath my eyebrows on both sides, and then I move on to the top. I don't normally do this, but for the sake of reviewing this kit, I'm going to do that. And when I do normally put concealer on the top, I try to have it be as close to the shape as possible, and I like using it mostly to define the tail of my eyebrows. Don't I look good? Okay, so now I'm going to take the smudge brush, and blend it out. As you can see, the concealer is a little bit light for me, so I'm trying really hard to blend it in with my skin as much as possible. It's especially way too light for the upper part of my eyebrows. And I usually just smudge it a little bit with my fingers, whatever the brush doesn't get. And then I repeat on the other side. As you can see, because this concealer is a little bit light, I'm struggling just a little bit to blend out this concealer and make it look not so obvious on my face. And if I make any mistakes with concealer, I just fix it back up with the pencil again. I tend to go back and put more product in my eyebrows a lot. Because a lot of times I feel like my eyebrows don't retain the color as well. So I do it to try to fill in where some parts of my eyebrows look a little spotty. I also like to play around with my eyebrows a little bit. Like I'm cool. Okay, now I'm moving on to the concealer aspect of the pencil. I mean the highlighter aspect of the pencil. And this I only use on the brow bone. I use a I put on the brow bone, and then I take my smudge brush and blend that out as well to highlight the brow bone, obviously as the name of the product says, and so that the light can reflect off of it. And if I have eye makeup on, it's a good way to make my eyes look a little bit bigger than they normally are by drawing the person to look from my eyelid up to my eyebrows. But this highlighter is also a little bit light on my skin when paired with the concealer. It also makes for a very clean line as well. Lastly, I'm taking the Billion Dollar Brows Brow Gel. It's a clear brow gel, and it comes with a wand that looks like a mascara wand. And I'm just going to briefly brush it lightly over my eyebrows. And this is so that my eyebrows can set and stay on and stay put for the rest of the day. I don't normally use this, so I think it's pretty interesting. But I like it. It looks good. Yay, all done! Okay. Okay, so I'm done redoing my brows, as you can see. They look pretty good. I mean, the shape on this one isn't as nice as it would, and like how it looks kind of weird there. But I mean, your brows could never be perfect, and this is like for the sake of this video, and I'm kind of strapped for time, and I didn't want you guys to just watch me continue fixing my eyebrows. But anyway, I like how it works. I mean, I love the kit. It's all around. Like, you don't need to get anything separately. Like, everything's together. Everything that you need for this kit. My only thing is that the concealer and highlighter are way too light. Mostly the concealer. Like, can you see how light that is? I normally probably put a foundation over, but like for the sake of this tutorial / review, like, it's way too light for me. So this concealer isn't so universal. The highlighter, of course, it's supposed to be light, so I get that. The consistency of both are really thick also, which can be a good or bad thing depending on what you're looking for. But generally I'm pretty happy with it. I like the brow gel. I'm just scared that this is going to turn brown by the time I'm done using this because of putting it on my hairs. But yeah, this, you know, if you need like if you don't really know what to do with your brows and you want a good place to start, I think this set is really good for people who are just starting or don't really know how to do their brows, because I think that it provides all the tools that you need, really. Oh! It provides all the tools that you need. So, I especially love the spoolie brush attached to the pencil. That's my favorite part. So, yeah. I mean, it looks pretty good, right? You know, would you agree? So So that's about it for this review. Please tell me what you think if you've used anything from Billion Dollar Brows before. This review was brought to you by Brandbacker and Billion Dollar Brows, but I'm not getting paid for this. Let me know what you think, if you like my brows. If you like my brows in the beginning of this video better, comment, like this video, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah. Other than that, like, yeah. I'll see you guys next time in my next video. So, until then, bye!